Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we're going to dive into today is New Jersey's fourth, not fifth, not third, fourth attempt at jamming through something to do with concealed carry from New York, a little bit of California, and as much crazy as humanly possible. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to share the most recent updates of this saga with you. I'm going to say a quick word from our sponsor, SDI, and then we are going to dive in together. Now, I know a lot of you out there like to modify and upgrade your own guns. If you're looking for a way to take your hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. The online programs at SDI cover gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting, sports management, and more, plus all the tools and materials are shipped directly to your door. There's never been a better time to dive into a career you'd actually use, so what are you waiting for? There's a link in the description box below, and thank you so much to SDI for making this content possible. But my brothers and sisters, we have got to dive into New Jersey because, again, try again is the best thing possible for this description. And keep in mind, as we walk through this is literally on their home turf of gun control itself. Everything that we've been focusing on since the Bruin decision came down has been diving into gun control areas attempting to reinforce gun control rules. It's not on the aggression into states like North Carolina or in Virginia where it's already solidified. We're talking about something that is defense on their home turf. That's important to understand because we are driving in the right direction. We just need time, energy, and resolve. But with that, let's get it. Check this out. Sweeping gun bill clears Assembly Committee for fourth time. Fourth time. This is the gun control concealed carry response they put out that has been such a flustercluck. Let's put it like that. Let's dive in a little bit further. This came out yesterday. Assembly Democrats advanced a controversial sweeping gun bill through committee Monday for the fourth time, with amendments that won support from New Jersey police. So now this is going to go into the main General Caucus or General Assembly of New Jersey to vote on to see if it can get passed. This is the gun control stuff, but listen to what they've done because this started out extremely broad. Check this out. The new amendments retooled portions of the bill banning firearms in sensitive places, swapping a broad category of weapons for a narrower group of destructive devices. Again, this is the thing that we had Jared on this channel from Guns and Gadgets, and it would ban almost everything under the sun. Well, they figured out that it was going to ban almost everything under the sun, and so now they're putting in things like destructive devices. They're officially in the mode where they've just got to get something passed because they committed to it, but they're throwing everything against the wall they possibly can that's going to stick. Here's an example. Check this out, because this is what went down. The old definition could have seen residents face steep penalties for carrying daggers, brass knuckles, and other non-ballistic weaponry in parks, schools, and bars, amongst a host of other locations. That's a good way to say it. Non-ballistic weaponry. So that's essentially not even necessarily gun control. This could be pin control. This could be car control. This could be shoe control. The idea is it was so broad and so poorly thought out and overzealous that they just wanted to get something passed that they messed up. Listen to what they're doing now, because again, they're narrowing the specific definition, including things like destructive devices. What do you mean? Here's what I mean. Destructive devices is a smaller category that includes grenades, propelled explosives, and certain firearms. Okay, so grenades and RPGs. New Jersey, you got a problem we don't know about? Grenades and RPGs and other destructive devices and certain firearms. Lawmakers have not sought to restrict the possession of guns alone in sensitive spaces for fear that such a strategy would open the law to legal challenge, against which broader public safety restrictions might lend some protection. So you don't want to go too deep into the sensitive places, which is irony because New York is all about the sensitive places, because you don't want to get in legal trouble. Interesting how the existing pending cases in New York, those are perfectly fine for the gun control. It's okay. They obviously have a defensible position. But in New Jersey's new bill, well, we don't want to do too many sensitive places because that opens us up to legal challenge. I swear, sometimes they don't even listen to themselves talk. But let's keep going because I got some more stuff. This is what they're actually amending. The amended bill, which was endorsed Monday by 4 major New Jersey police unions, also will require New Jersey residents who carry a firearm in public to hold at least $300,000 in liability coverage. Prior versions allowed lower levels. Do you see what they're doing? Well, we couldn't get our ban across everything, so we're just going to make it a lot more expensive. One of the things that we've talked about on this channel is gun control disproportionately affects the lower income, the people in this country who are exposed to more crime, who live in a little bit less than ideal areas sometimes. They have the same rights that everyone else does, and the party of the little man, the working man, who says everyone is downtrodden and the system is really oppressing these people, won't allow them to embrace their own rights by imposing fines because they're so zealous on gun control. The irony is never ending. But let's keep going, because that is something that needs to be said a lot more. Other amendments added ballot storing locations, medical offices, and ambulatory care, centers to the list of places where guns could be barred and allowed retired police officers to renew their concealed carry permits every 2 years, up from the annual renewal required by past versions. So they're tweaking and modifying every little which way because they've got to get a win here. Phil Murphy wants that win. That's what they're doing. Make no mistake, they're just trying to make it as likable as possible and tenable as possible for Democrats who are on the fence to sign it. But here's some great quotes. Listen to this because this puts it in perspective very well for people opposing this bill. Quote, "If you vote yes on this bill, when a permit to carry holder in your district is jammed up by this law, their family and career ruined, we, the New Jersey gun community, will be there on the ground, on social media, on billboards, reminding everyone of your yes vote on this horrible bill," gun owner Brad Hendrick told legislators. That's the important thing here. If you look back through not just gun control, not just gun rights, not just the gun argument, the past 2 to 3 years, the amount of careers and lives that have been ruined by the overreach of government and the tyranny that has been laid out at the hands of the Democrats is almost unimmeasurable. But they don't care. This is not about you as an individual. This is about the overarching Democratic narrative of guns equal bad. Therefore, guns go away. Therefore, you can't have them, so they're more expensive. This goes against every tenet of their party, and yet they still do it, and gun-controlling supporters line up gleefully. It makes no sense on any level. But I got one more thing for you, and then we're going to go about our Wednesday. Quote, "This bill disproportionately affects low-income communities that deal with the highest level of violence," Trevor Faringo said. "How can we justify a bill that imposes a minimum cost of $1,000 with the response that citizens who don't want to exercise a right shouldn't have to share the tax burden? I don't have kids. Should I be paying less in property taxes?" Oh, that's a very good point, because by the exact same standard and the exact same measure, you're saying that people who don't take part in public services and don't have to bear that tax burden. Is that what you're suggesting? Because all of these things are tied together and you cannot separate them out as cleanly as they're trying to right here. Not to mention the entire thing is dramatically unconstitutional and infringes upon every person of New Jersey's rights. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'll keep you updated and I'll see you on the next video. I'm Braden. See you later.